Yo, what up, pimps? It's your boy Shreddy, and I just saw the Chainsaw Man movie, and I want to talk about it. So ready yourself for maximum glazing, because I absolutely loved this film.
だから、俺の心はマキマさんだけのもんだ。でも、体が勝手に。
Chainsaw Man, the movie Reze arc, is the follow-up to the 2022 hit anime and brings the brilliant pages of Fujimoto's manga into the realm of motion and color as an adaptation. This is how you do it. This is a movie I've been anticipating for many years now. Now, before we get into the whole discussion of this movie, I'd like to share with you my personal experience with this story and what it means to me. So the Chainsaw Man manga is like something that has always been on my radar. One of those series you keep hearing about, and I kept saying, I'll check it out one day. But it wasn't until like part 1 was finally finished and like it was like the physical volumes were coming out in North America that I finally like bit the bullet and got into it. I saw volume 1 at my local bookstore one day, and I snagged me a copy, went home from the bookstore. But on that day, on my way home from the bookstore, I received a very distressing call from my mother, informing me that my childhood dog, the best dang friend I've ever done had, like, I love this dog. His name was Buddy. He was like a little Yorkshire Terrier. But, like, he was my little Yorkshire pudding. And, like, I did everything with this dog growing up. We went on walks every day, hikes. Growing up, I was really into playing music, so anytime I'd write a new song, he was the first person I'd always show my new songs to, and just my best friend growing up, you know? Man's best friend. And yeah, my mom called me up informing me that Buddy has reached his final days. He was very sick. He didn't have much time left. And this hit me like a rock. Like, I was so upset from this news, as anyone would be, you know? Like, it's a sad thing to lose your childhood dog. And so immediately I was like, well, I should distract myself. I guess I'll read this manga I just picked up. So I picked up volume 1 of Chainsaw Man, and if you've read it or seen the anime, you know, like, it's like a key component of this story is the relationship between Denji and the chainsaw dog Pochita. And like, oh, that first chapter had me hooked. Like when Pochita becomes Denji's heart, and needless to say, it really struck a chord with me and spoke to me, especially with what I was going through. I finished volume 1 in one sitting, and the second I finished it, I got up, I went straight back to the bookstore, and I bought every volume. Went home and I binged the entire manga within like the weekend I had. It was incredible. I would reread it over and over again. It really helped me through this very difficult chapter in my life, and it was so this story and these characters it really means a lot to me. And out of all the many arcs in the manga, I always found myself coming back to the Reze arc the most. The action, emotions, romance, the artwork, some of the panels and page layouts in the Reze arc, some of my favorite in manga, like, period. And rereading this arc was always, like, the ultimate comfort, especially because it's a very, like, contained and, like, well-paced short arc. And I always thought it would make, like, the perfect movie. So after all these years, it's like my wish has finally been granted to get this amazing arc in movie form. And so enough delay, like, let's get into it. I felt this movie had great pacing, just like the manga version. It knew when to linger on a moment and let it set in. And it also knew when to cut around a lot. Like, this movie, there's a lot to balance here, from like the comedy, action, even horror. And I feel like it did a good job of keeping the pace and tone all coherent. I was very happy with it. And then the score. The score really stood out to me. The musical composition throughout this film not only suits each moment perfectly, but elevates them. It's brought these moments to life and enriched them in ways that I am so happy with. Like, they've really outdone themselves with this one. And then, oh god, I'm so bad with pronouncing the... Okay, outtake, cut. Kaneshi... Oh god, I'm so bad at pronouncing Japanese names. Fuck. Kaneshi John... Oh god, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name. The guy who did the first intro for season 1, he returns to make not only the intro song for this movie, but he also teams up with my favorite Japanese R&B artist, Hikira Utada? God, I'm so cringe. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, you might know her as the artist behind the Kingdom Hearts opening songs. Which, like, side note, I love Kingdom Hearts. I love, like, those songs. Simple and Clean is a childhood favorite of mine. So, like, this movie felt like it was made for me. By bringing her on board to collab for the outro song, which is phenomenal, by the way. Give it a listen. Even if you don't want to watch this movie, listen to the music, because it's banging. This movie also features a returning song from the first season, which was written by one of my favorite Japanese metal bands, Maximum the Hormone. To give more context to this... Oh, hey. You can't see it, and this fucking doggo's jumping on me. You want up? You want up? You want to be in the video? You want to be in the video? You want to disrupt the video? Hey, who's a little star? Who's a little superstar? Okay, I need to get back into this, boy. So maybe chill out a little. Oh God, don't fall! Don't fall! Okay. Oh, this is my roommate's dog, by the way, not mine. But I do love him nonetheless. Oh God, he's like falling, and now he's trying to bite me. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Okay, this was a bad idea. I gotta let you down. Oh, you crazy boy. You gotta go down. Where was I? Oh wow, that really disrupted my flow. What was I even talking about? Maximum the Hormone? You're stepping on the wires! Get off the wires! Oh jeez. Over there. Fuck. I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing now. Whoo. Okay, Maximum the Hormone does a song. Oh my god. I'll just take it from the top. So this film also features a returning song from the first season, which was written by Maximum the Hormone, which, like, side note, one of my favorite Japanese metal bands. Love this band. Some fascinating context. Maximum the Hormone made the song for the first season, loved it, so naturally I went to add it to my playlists. But every version I found of the song was labeled TV Edit, implying there was a full version of the song that I could not find. Now, it turns out the reason they never released the full song is because the second half had lyrics that were about Reze and the events of this movie. So they saved it for this movie. So after all these years, not only do we finally get to hear the full song in its entirety, but it plays during one of the most insane action set pieces in modern anime history. Absolute KINO. So let's talk about the animation for a second, because this film looks incredible. The way it plays with its colors throughout the film does a fantastic job of emphasizing the scenes and keeping the viewer engaged and visually stimulated. There's a lot of really eye-popping moments that get you going, holy shit. Like, with the animation too, it plays a key role in making these characters, like, feel more alive than ever. Like, the way they animate just the little details, like no one ever feels like you're just looking at a drawing. Like, they're really expressive, they're alive. Like, they brought these characters to life. A critique I've heard of the first anime is that it leaned more into, like, a realism. Like, it felt more like they were trying to do, like, a Quentin Tarantino film than an anime. So I know, like, I hear, like, a lot of the Japanese viewers weren't the biggest fans of that first season. And I feel, because they wanted something more anime, more as opposed to that kind of, like, realism feel they went for with the first season. And I feel like this movie does the perfect job of mixing those two styles and flavors together like I said, the characters are more expressive than ever, so you got that eccentric anime expressivity. Is that a word? Expressivity? No, fucking no. Like the perfect blend between the two styles, and I hope they keep the style moving forward into season 2 of the anime. I'm also so glad this film came out in late October, because this film has some spooky moments in the later half that could be like ripped straight from a horror film. Also, my birthday is early November, so this felt like an early birthday gift, which is pretty awesome. So if you couldn't tell already, this is the most biased review of this film you could ever click on. I had the highest expectations for this film, and I'm happy to report that it lived up to the hype. This film feels like it was specifically made for me, in my personal taste, from, like, just the concepts, the ideas, the music. It was a phenomenal film. If it's playing in a theater near you, go see it. You will not be disappointed. If you like good animation, go see it. You will not be disappointed. If you like action, go see it. You'll love it. It's no surprise, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Pure KINO. Chef's kiss. Okay, until next time, rock on, pimps! Bleh.